Federal government donates over 64 CNG buses to labor unions. World Bank approves 1.57 billion naira for Nigeria to improve health, education and power. Oil prices rise on Middle East supply risk as Israel steps up attacks. China's stocks rally 7% as manufacturing contract less than feared. Japan's Nikkei falls more than 4%. On the program, we shall be taking a look at Nigeria at 64 and how Tinubu's reforms will transform Nigerian economy. The program is Business Express, reaching you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Musa Abubakar, your guide. Let's now begin by telling you that the World Bank on Monday approved a total of $1.57 billion to strengthen human capital in Nigeria through better health for women, children and adolescents. A part of the support will also help to mitigate the impact of climate change in Nigeria through improvement in dam safety and irrigation. The new financing includes $500 million for addressing governance issues that constrain the delivery of education and health, $570 million for the primary health care provision strengthening program, HOPE PHC, and $500 million for the Sustainable Power and Irrigation for Nigeria project SPIN. The World Bank said the HOPE Gov and HOPE PHC programs combined will support the Nigerian government to improve service delivery in the basic education and primary health care sectors, which are critical towards improving human capital outcomes. The SPIN project will support improvement of dam safety and management of water resources for hydropower and irrigation in selected areas of Nigeria. Now, 3 universities across the country have confirmed the receipt of a total of 639.263 million naira from the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, for disbursement to beneficiary students of the institution. In separate confirmation letters to NELFund, Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, and receive 226.9 million naira. Osun State University got 218.9 million naira, and Alex Ekweme Federal University and Duofu alike. Ebonyi State received 198.3 million naira. The Nigerian Student Loan Scheme, established by the federal government, aims to alleviate financial barriers in the country's higher education sector. Now, the federal government has handed over 64 to 100 different other capacity compressed natural gas buses to the Organized Labor and Student Union. Minister of Information Mohammed Idris, accompanied by other ministers at the handover, says the development of the CNG buses, in line with President Tinubu's promise to retool Nigeria economy into a sustainable path of progress. Deborah Gbogbo reports.
Promised and delivered. that symbolizes the handover of CNG buses to representatives of Labour and Students' Union. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, reiterates government's commitment to ensure the availability of CNG buses to not only Nigerian workers but to other members of the public. Beyond implementing the policy on transition from fossil fuel to cleaner energy, bringing down cost of transportation and enhancing energy competitiveness are other benefits the minister cited.
Over $175 million of worth of investment has gone into this sector already. We expect to see more of that. Nigerians expect to go in. More and more Nigerians, technicians especially, are being trained. So it's a whole gamut of arrangement that will benefit all spheres of, all sectors of this country. All Nigerians will be felt. This is beginning from those who need the most, the working class. The working class are going to get this. But beyond that, other Nigerians are also going to be the market people. Everyone, artisans, everybody will now feel this impact.
The promise he made is to intervene on the side of the poor and the most vulnerable in the aftermath of what we all knew were necessary macroeconomic reforms to set the country on the path of economic stability that would allow investment.
Mr. President is leading us to do what is sensible. What you are blessed with, what is cheaper, use it. Any mechanical device, motor, generator, irrigation facility that uses petrol can run on CNG. So this is a sensible transition that is led by Mr. President. We have talked about it for decades, but Mr. President is saying, let's do it.
Representatives of the union expressed satisfaction over various endeavors by government to cushion the plight of Nigerians occasioned by global economic challenges.
This step forward brings us closer to a future where both workers and the planet benefit from such forward-thinking policies, which is commendable.
As a representative of over 40 million Nigerian students, today we are happy that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have kept to his promise.
I want to believe that it's just the takeoff, that clearly we will get more buses.
This is the first in series of such initiatives lined up by government towards the implementation of the policy.
Here's a summary on how stocks fared in Nigeria last week as put together by Olayinka Ojo.
The NGX All-Share Index and market capitalization appreciated by 0.21% to close last week at 98,458.68 basis points and 56.578 trillion naira. A total turnover of 3.318 billion shares worth 45.911 billion naira in 49,243 deals were traded by investors on the floor of the exchange. The financial services industry led the activity chart with 1.430 billion shares valued at 23.659 billion naira in 22,745 deals. The oil and gas industry followed with 703.389 million shares worth 7.323 billion naira in 6,207 deals, while the third place was the healthcare industry with a turnover of 411.489 million shares worth 2.896 billion naira in 827 deals. Trading in the top three equities accounted for 1.363 billion shares worth 9.472 billion naira in 4,050 deals. A total of 92,630 units of ETPs valued at 42.253 million shares were traded in 135 deals. At the bonds market, a total of 268,099 units valued at 269.487 million shares were traded in 32 deals. For summary of price changes, 45 equities appreciated in price during the week, 33 equities depreciated in price, while 73 equities remained unchanged. Olayinka Ojo for Business Express.
And now to the global stock market. China's stocks rally 7% as manufacturing contracts less than feared. Japan's Nikkei falls more than 4%, Well, Maria, I believe you have the figures with us. I mean, you have the figures for us. Well, let's have it now. It's over to you.
Thank you for that, Musa. We have European stocks which were lower this Monday starting the week and the final trading session of September in negative territory. We have the DAX which depreciated by 0.75%. We have the FTSE figures which were down by 0.634%, and we have CAC which went down 1.74%. We have Asia markets have Japan's Nikkei 225 tumbling nearly 5% on Monday, and the yen weakened against the dollar as traders reacted to the results of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party election last Friday. We have the Nikkei which dropped 4.80%. We have Shanghai Composite up by 8.06%. We have the Hang Seng Index up by 2.43%. Moving on, we have U.S. stock futures which tick down leading up to final trading session of what's shaping up to be a winning month and quarter. We have Dow Jones futures which increased by 0.33%. We have S&P 500 futures down by 0.13%. We have Nasdaq Composite also down by 0.39%. Moving on to Africa, we can see it bearish this afternoon. Looking at the figures, we have South Africa GSE top 40 lower by 0.92%, Tunisia Tune Index down by 0.31%, Namibia All-Share Index depreciated by 0.61%. Ghana opposed these figures by going up 0.01%. That's the global market update. I am Maria Adrong-Zakari. It's back to you now, Musa.
Thank you, Maria. We end this edition of Business Express. We value your feedback, so keep the comments, observations, and suggestions coming. Be informed that all previous episodes are available on YouTube on the NTA's channel. Business Express returns Tuesday by 9:30 a.m. I'm Musa Abubakar. Thanks for your company.